Inflation is currently a main concern for many Canadians. And my question is, how might the implementation of a guaranteed livable income or basic income be expected to influence inflation? And in the past, we do know and I asked the question because the excess liquidity that may result in for our economy. And in the past, inflation was much easier to control. Excess liquidity, scarce resources, higher interest rates. Although today additional issues affect inflation, such as geopolitical issues, energy transition, and reindustrialization, but I think it still is a legitimate concern. And I'd like to have your thoughts on that question and concern.
It's an interesting question. I mean, straight out of the gate, it wouldn't be one of the concerns that would make me go away from a basic income. I mean, the main impact on essentially increased demand would come because you're taking tax dollars away from people who tend to spend fewer of their dollars on goods and giving them to people who are basically spending every dollar that they have on goods. So that will push up demand to some degree in the economy, but I wouldn't predict that it would be so strong relative to the other factors that you're mentioning, which are truly driving things at the moment, to really make a market change in any of that. It wouldn't be a major concern of mine.
I'd like your thoughts on what potential effects could a guaranteed livable income or a basic income have on workforce participation and productivity?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's one of the major concerns. It's something that we've studied. It's been a focus of study, many studies on basic income, and the general conclusion is it won't change labor force participation very much. It's sort of interesting why that's true in the Canadian context. There's sort of offsetting effects. On the one side, the people who are on income assistance, this tends to help them get into the labor market to some degree. On the other hand, some people who are already working will potentially cut back their labor supply to some degree in order to get access to the benefits, and the two kind of cancel out. But the net result is very close to zero in almost every study that I've ever seen.